the grid for the A final of Grid Series Round 3 at TeamSport Sheffield. In case you missed it, I qualified in 6th for the 3 heat races, where I then went on to have 2 6th place finishes before Heat 3 became an epic battle to hold on to 5th. This means I'm starting in 11th for this race, just 1 place ahead of my main rival, who is currently 2nd in the standings for the middleweight drivers. With the grid form, it's just time to wait for those lights. Yeah, that's not such a great start. At the last moment, I was switched to a different kart, one that had been sat in the pits unused, getting cold. Whilst my reaction wasn't the fastest for the lights going green, the car also bogged and just didn't want to move. Martin, who was starting right behind me, had a belter of a start and has made up a couple of places already. I've taken a look at getting past kart 22 up the inside, but my still cold engine just doesn't have enough grunt to get me up the ramp quick enough at this stage. I'm really unhappy with this car and the driver ahead isn't helping. He's slowing me up, but I just haven't got what I need to get past yet. The sooner I can do that, the better. Whilst he pulls away on the straights, I'm able to close back up in the corners, but the pack ahead are very quickly making a gap. I again thought about going for the inside. He was expecting it though, so I've decided to wait for somewhere else. If it became another drag race up the ramp, I don't think I'd make it again. He's had a slide, I'll set myself up for the cutback on the left-hander, and I'm through. Now, I just need to get a rhythm with this car, build a flow and try my best to catch back up. If I can match my earlier performances, catching up should be possible, but is this car up to it without a proper warm-up? This does become a fairly lonely race from this point, so I'm just going to leave you to watch. Several tidy laps later and many shakes of my head, that is all I can manage. My fastest lap was a 58.040 and that is all I could get out of the kart, unfortunately. Upon reflection, I think I asked a bit too much a bit too soon and overheated the tyres before the engine had truly warmed up. It got a bit slidey towards the end there. I was hoping something would go wrong and bring out a red flag, which may have helped to close it up a bit, but alas, it was not to be. I got a little bit excited at this point as I'd noticed that Martin had started to drop back. Did he have an issue with his car? Could I catch him too? Obviously, I know we're close to the end, but I don't know exactly just how close. It's a huge gap, but if for any reason he's running off the pace, I might be able to do it. As I've reached the top of the ramp, I've realised whatever happened hadn't caused him to continue on slowly. I'll have to settle for the at least it's not last position once again. And there is the checkered flag to mark the end of my very disappointing final. I got dealt a bad hand this time around. I'd have been much happier to be up there, but I ended up finishing a whole 9 seconds off the back of the pack. At this time, we're still waiting on the overall results to be formally announced. I ended up 3rd in class in this round. Together with my 4th in class from round 1 and 3rd in class from round 2, I'm pretty confident I have come 3rd in class overall. I'll update with a pinned comment community post along with posts on Instagram and Facebook when I find out any more. There should be a trophy involved if I make it onto that podium, so you'll keep an eye on those socials. I really enjoyed this mini-series from TeamSport. Whilst multi-class racing does have its drawbacks, it's been great for me to learn some more race craft. I really need to work on my stance. The British Indoor Karting Championships, BIKC, start shortly after this series ended. Did I enter? Yes. Yes, I am registered. I'm going to try and qualify and just see what I can do. A quick reminder that each series of a video is now going to be released daily. I've got a lot of content ready to go live, so I might as well bring it to you quicker. We've got 2 new tracks coming up, plus some members events too. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed to the channel, and if you haven't yet, please do consider supporting me by giving that little button a click. It not only means a lot to me, but to YouTube too. If you subscribe, they'll know which sort of people like my content and get a better understanding of who to share it with. With the daily releases, we've got 4 videos coming next week. I take part in an elite members event. Until then, cheers.